On the boat.
Did it. Good job, Dad.
Later.
That was a little scary, wasn't it?
Not for Papa and Skipper Jimmy. Jimmy had it all the way. So gnarly. How's the tire on this thing?
Yeah, I'm a little afraid that thing might blow out. Holy crap.
Kind of cool how they do it. How do you steer? You got a steering wheel.
That's a lot of life on that prop. My biggest fear right now is if this machine just decides to brake on us or blow out a tire and the boat lands straight on the concrete. We would be going down with it. Our Amigo, I think, is gonna park us right here, right by the water. We get a nice view. Oh my God.
Okay, now we're driving.
Hold on.
Hey, this is the definition of land yacht.
Literally a land yacht right now.
Something that they won't let you do in the U.S. Ride the land yacht.
Feeling pretty good that we're not moving anymore. It looks like they're starting to put the metal stilts underneath the boat. We can just hover over the concrete. The boys can start working on the boat underneath, doing the sanding and stuff. Day one, working on the boat. We're gonna start working on the electrical, starting to run wires. We're gonna take the solar panels off this boat and then do new ones on it. Here we go, stay tuned.
Another morning at the boatyard. Got the barrier coat on there. It's starting to look good. We're in the boatyard. We're gonna start taking off the old solar.
We're gonna sand down what holds the solar panels up, get that all pretty, and then we're gonna mount our new solar panels, start running wires.
Going from like 200 watts to 1,000 watts, so check it out.
So these are the old solar panels. We're gonna take these ones off, sand this all down, repaint it, make it pretty, and then we're gonna mount the solar panels on it when it's dry.
Get to work. Here's your screwdriver. We have taken off the old solar panels, and you can see that this is the davits that holds the dinghy up. It's kind of all flaky and lame and old. So we are gonna grind it for like probably 3 hours. And then we're gonna repaint it so it looks all pretty and put on those new beautiful solar panels. We're not sponsored by Nature Valley, but it's what keeps us going.
This is hard work. I don't know how you guys do that stuff.
We gave up before Chuck did. Check it out, we stripped the davits for the most part, and we're gonna paint it now. Fresh coat. Not sponsored. Hanging out up top. The davits all cleaned up.
We're trying to get the solar wires from outside in through here, run it all through here, and then we have to get it to the bench top up here. There's some of the wires, but we got to find where those came from.
And we're gonna run 3 dedicated solar wires because we have 3 independent charge controllers for each of our 3 solar panels, which is just the best way to do it. So we already had 2 wires. We have to run a 3rd, so we might as well just run 3 new ones. It's the same amount of work. So we are trying to figure out where the old solar wires went. There's a motor come through the back. Wires are coming up the side. They go through our closet. They They continue through our closet. They go through down here. And they go where?
I think they go through over here, so I'm going to have to take this panel off to access those. But it's kind of hard to say.
Okay, I found them.
Found them?
Yep. They're in the hole. So they come through here, and then they come into this room. This is where the old windlass batteries were. So we're taking this out. All of our new stuff is somehow gonna fit in this tiny hole. We're used to crawling around in vans, but crawling around in a boat is a whole nother level. Savannah, are you over there?
Over here.
Can you wave? There she is.
I don't know how I'm gonna be able to grab this. So when I go down here, I can't really see it. I'm gonna need a, because it comes out through
Now,
here.
we're going down there.
I think we're gonna have to pull off another panel from inside here.
And she got her little hands in there.
I got it!
You got it.
Got our wires run. Now we're back in the berth. I'm getting Wes a headlamp. We got our wire all the way run through. And now we're gonna go up.
You know, have I ever told you that life is just too short to be tall? All the advantages to life are when you're 5 feet tall. There is a hole up here. I think what we should do is all feed this through to you, and you'll be out there, and we'll communicate with Morse code and pass the wire through.
All right, let's do it.
See you around.
We're in the back of the boat. Gonna go find Wes through the chimney. Okay. All right, let's see if you can get me that wire through this little hole. Here it comes. Got it.
Very good.
Yes, we got it. Now we got to get it up through this other hole and out through here. And that's going to go up to the solar panels once they're up there. So, looks like the hole goes somewhere up there.
Now, my amazing wife is going to swap out the old shore power breaker with a new and improved shore power breaker. Look at her go, tiny watts.
It's going to look super good.
That thing is old and lame, and we're gonna replace it with a new ABYC certified shore power breaker. You will not get electrocuted, everything is off. She's been electrocuted before,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
it sucks. It's not fun.
That's the old inverter. That inverter is in the closet. We're gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna use a new inverter, and we're gonna put it near the battery bank where it should go. We're gonna unplug these. Old school AC output. Feeds the kitchen, that feeds that yellow wire that we just found on the other side. Chasing more wires out of here.
We've been pulling
We kind of got
wires.
carried away, didn't we?
Yeah, check out our pile. We had to pull wire from the cubby right here, out through here, over, and pull these floors up. And then it came all the way in through the kitchen, all the way behind the trash can, and up and behind the wall. Who knew pulling wires was so hard? Especially in small, hot spaces.
It's a button-a-box. What's going on?
It's not very comfortable. Okay, let's do this. I don't want to be in here forever.
You know that you're awesome and I love you?
Love you too.
Okay, here we are, end of day one. Jim got the davits all freshened up. Sav and I have been making a mess inside. We are deleting circuits.
It's only taken us all day. Took out, I don't know, 100 pounds.
We deleted all the old solar. So we took a grinder to this for like 2 hours, all three of us. And then Jim got a fresh coat of paint on there. Sav and I ran new wire. We ran new circuits downstairs. We deleted the old windlass run. Good day, day one. High five.
Job team. Job dad.
We're installing our tracker for the rail mount. Yellow brick tracker came with our Iridium Go satellite kit that we ordered from Predict Wind. They were super easy to work with and provide good service. This is what I'll send to all of our family so they can track our position. We'll send this link to Mom so she can track us, but probably won't send it to you guys because
I don't have to use it for my kids because my kids are going to be along the way. So I'm kind of excited about that.
This is the Iridium Go. We got him mounted there. So it's hardwired to the satellite dome. But if we want, we can unplug him. And it just slides off of here. And then we can take this to land, take it to the beach, take it over here to charge it. So it lives up here. Just plug that in. And that cable goes down and out. Check out up here. Goes to our little dome. So we got the marine install kit. Supposedly we get better service. This is how we will hopefully be emailing and text messaging friends and family. Literally shaking right now because we're downstairs working and we hear this huge crack like a skyscraper falling. And I thought these beautiful solar panels were gonna be crushed, but this huge scaffolding was like way up there, landed in between that car and that car, and didn't hit them, but it did hit the boat a little bit, but we're okay. I'm just glad those solar panels aren't shattered.
Happy no one got hurt.
Back to work. Today's goal is to take these 3 beautiful solar panels off of Jim's van and put them up here.
Cranking down the nuts.
We got our rail, super clean. So that's pretty trick because you can't see any fasteners. And then the panels set down on top, and this is a little T-slot that bolts down, which you'll see in a second.
Okay, we got our last panel on. Feeling really good.
Tiny watts.
Woo! We're done! We got our solar installed. Look how beautiful it looks.
Just finished up at the boatyard. And what a sunset to celebrate with. Over our 1,000 watts. Sitting here under our 1,000 watt solar array, which is gonna power us up and keep our surfboards shaded because they're gonna hang underneath here. I'm making some MC4 connectors. We're landing new circuits on our old breaker panel while we wait for our new one to show up. We took out those old battery chargers and we put in 2 new outlets in the kitchen. So I got to use those 2 breakers that were here for those old battery chargers. So that's a good little temp fix.
Look at us.
Little father-daughter action in the old breaker panel. We finished running all of our wires and we finished deleting a ton of wire, which we'll show you in a second over there. So this area needs a lot of cleaning up to do, but we're gonna get in there and get that all tidied up so we can have room for our Relion, shout out, battery bank. We have 3 12 volt, 200 amp hour Relion batteries. So they're basically 2,400 watt hours a piece. So our overall battery bank is 7,200 watt hours. We got a substantial house battery bank, and we're also gonna put all of our components in here. So shout out to Victron. We're gonna hopefully fit our 3,000 watt multi-plus inverter. We have 3 MPPT Victron charge controllers for each of our 360 watt solar panels. So they're 30 amps a piece, individually tracking each panel. It's the best way to do it, so that's why we're doing it that way. But check out our stash of wire that we have removed from the boat. That is no longer needed. Bye-bye wire.
Where's Wes?
Where are you?
What are you doing down there?
Oh my god. I got the wire through. I got my shoulder. I'm out.
You got wire on you.
Woo! It's a team effort. We got her.
What's that in your shorts?
I don't know, wire?
Wire?
My wallet's all spun around. Woo! End of day 2. We successfully deleted a bunch of wire out of here. We're starting to get ready to mount components. So we got our bus bar out on the table. It's a beast, 1,000 amps. What's going on back here?
There we go. Okay, keep pulling. That's for the AC panel. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay, now the fun part is little Miss Tiny Watts getting out.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm not gonna have a panic attack.
We got Jim in the hole.
Trying to get in.
Old alternator coming out. New alternator going in. We're in the midst of day 3 at the boatyard, day 4 in Mexico. We got my father-in-law on this side, taking out the old.
Trying to get it figured out.
Taking out the old alternator. Don't drop it. And then over here, on this side, we got my lovely wife. She's hooking up the new alternator voltage regulator, aren't you?
Cutting and crimping, heat shrinking. That's my job.
She's a pro. Putting on our new
Serpentine belts.
picking up where we left off. Brand new alternator, serpentine pulley kit.
I love it.
Just got carried away in here, redoing cables that look like this. It's hard to leave something that looks like that. So this used to be the starter feed, and we're gonna put on a new lug because that doesn't look very good. That is nice. Slide this in there. Hammer down. Is now crimped. And then we grab some heat shrink. And that, my friends, is what a lug should look like. So the most important thing when you're messing around with batteries is to not short the battery terminals. Everyone kind of knows that. But if I took this wrench positive to negative, sun in my face. Carefully take these old mains off of here. And I mean, just look at how gross that is. Look at it, it's just leaking and just making a disgusting mess. So we are very happy to get these out from underneath our bed and to replace with a new lithium battery bank. Now we have to figure out how to lift these suckers up, which are like 75 pounds each. Got it. All right. End of day 3.
Carnival's happening.
Hasta luego. Good morning, friends. Got my boatyard beard here. Day 5. This is going soon, don't you worry. We worked all day yesterday and didn't film anything, so I wanted to walk you through and show you what we did. Check it out. So we're tidying up the wires in here. We're trying to just finish everything in the bunk land. You can see the new alternator is on there with the serpentine pulley kit. Over here, a couple new bus bars and the voltage regulator. We haven't finished cleaning up our wires yet, but we got the alternator buck boost charger that we can program for lithium. The other thing we got done yesterday was the solar charge controllers. This is where the old ones were. So we just reused those wires, mounted our breaker box up there, and we got 3 Victron charge controllers. So we'll throw a little vent on here for some airflow. Getting her. You just can't see the holes from going in. So many holes to mount. The most holes ever. Got her. Done.
Good job.
Good
Good job.
Yeah, nice.
Another day in the boatyard. Let's check out what Savannah's up to. Look who's in the hole now.
Wiring up the bus bar, landing all the negatives. Small in here, but we got her.
Nice.
Negatives done.
We got our Relion batteries. We're starting to get components laid out, so we got our Victron inverter. So the exciting part is we're in a position where we can start wiring soon. And our bed's almost put back together. We're starting to wire up our charge controller closet. I think it's day 6 in Baja, but it's day 5 at the boatyard. And that's when we've been getting stuff done. So tomorrow is our last day at the boatyard, and we are hopefully gonna finalize all of our wiring and be in a good spot to motor out of here and charge our batteries. A couple more exciting things. Check out our new bottom paint. That's looking nice. We got our max feathering props installed. All that brand new bottom paint. Boat's looking really good. And then over here, we had a soft spot in the hull from some putty that was just kind of soft. And they did this perfect paint match and did all of this paint. Doesn't that look insane? It's perfect. These guys are on it. They're gonna hit that with a light sand, and then we're motoring out of here.
We're officially getting back in the water.
Get the big rib.
How did they do this?
Going into the water.
All right, we made it. That was a little hectic, but we did it. Back in the water. Let's go sailing.